small second. Like usually when starting, I need to very quickly look what's happening in a YouTube studio and go and edit a couple of things there. Just a second and I'll go there. I'm a couple of minutes late. I plan to join here at 7. Today we are going to try that if my internet connection holds. I have had recently problems with Starlink, but let's hope that it will hold. This is a small surprise visit for this evening. We decided during the day that, hey, why not? Let's edit resumes online. And just a second, now I'm in my YouTube studio. I tried to find out how to edit this in advance, but it looks like that there's no option for it, at least on a reverse side, the streaming software I'm using. But let's see. Here I can see the live. It says from November, not the November. I'll just write there. Resume editing. Okay, somehow. Okay, now it works. Resume editing just for fun and for an example. Let's have that one. I'll fill information a bit later and then tab, not for kids, and then I can save, and then Google should be happy for the quick description and video details. Let me see that they were changed. Changed on their side, yeah, they were. And about the internet, I can see that buffer is actually in a good health. We have a hope. Let's see when I share a video that how that one goes. Last time it failed on us and actually software threw me out a couple of times. Let me see, where do I find a chat? We can see chat here. And now I'll wait that a couple of guys will join us, because today I'm editing one of the resumes. And why are we editing it today? Is that we have very often talk about applying jobs online, and then we get that really quick response that, hey, sorry, not at this time. That keep applying. We have more openings coming. And today we are edit the resume the way that we want to pass so-called ATS checking. What is ATS checking? ATS checking is where machine will read the CV and then it will rate it, match it for the job which is available. And if you fail that checking, you get the low score, then you get that automatic rejection. And I'll prepare a bit my screen here. I have a lot of things open. Try to make it a bit easier. And there it is. And there is my WhatsApp. Let me share a screen. Then I'm going to send a link for a couple of guys. Actually, the one whose resume I'm editing today, but I'll get this one in a very beginning. I did a bit preparations today. But let me find a screen share. Things has changed a bit. There it is. And there is our website to be opened. And let's see. Yeah, it came on the screen. And then let me see, where is the guy whose resume we have today. There it is. There I got the link. There I'm going to share the link with a couple of guys. And yeah, always a bit waiting and doing when we have a live feed, but that's just a live, and I like these live feeds. They are relaxed, and sometimes we have technical issues, but hopefully not today. I have a KickResume there open, and what else we have? But hey, when the guy comes, then we will continue. So now a bit waiting, and I will record this. I will check that. Do I have a time to edit it to shorter version? But let's have a couple of words about the software we are going to use today. It's called the KickResume. I took a trial, not a trial, I actually paid. It's my second month. I have been testing it. Last time we had a job scan we were using for analyzing resumes. And this is a really promising and easy to use platform. I really like it. How it works, you can upload there your resume in a form of PDF, and then it will read it the way machine would read. It creates you a template. You can edit. You can get the AI feedback. And then I saw today that there was a new feature. It's in a beta. Idea is that you can compare the CV to open application, and then we will see what will happen. I haven't tried it. I just saw it today. How crazy. Hi Amila. So nice that you made it. I did Amila's CV a bit earlier, and it turned out to be good. A couple of information missing, but we can fill it a bit later. And now we have Amila's, not Amila's friend's CV here. But I guess the guys are here, and let's start a bit editing. Oh yeah, there, Rasanila. Nice to see you again. Let me know, how is the audio? Is it good for you? How is the video? Because I want to know if internet is cutting a bit. And if it's not, we can do this more often this week. My kids are on a summer holiday. My son is at home. In the evening, we will watch a movie. But then my daughter is in a grandparents, and I have free hands. I can do this for a couple of days in a row, and I have actually a line of CVs to edit. So if you enjoy editing CVs, we can do it together, and then maybe you will get the ideas, and we can go through online tools, see the paid versions, and then if you want to run your papers through the systems we go through here, we can absolutely do it. No worries, no worries. But yeah, let's see. What I have done, I have already imported the CV. Let's see, I can find it from here. And here it is, loading slowly. I removed all the personal details. Not cool to put those online. And this is our template. This is how the machine sees the CV. And you can see that there is a couple of, it's not maybe formatted the best way. The original CV looks really good. But thing is that machine has a bit problems to see and put information together. But this was done quite well. So let's see. What should we do first? Let's analyze the original CV and see what happens. And then we go to home screen again, go to check the resume analysis. And for a couple of minutes, the system, that was less than a couple of minutes. This time it came straight away. And these are our Stats for the CV, we scored 28 out of 100. Okay, now bear in mind, this one is not exact science. We don't know exactly how the real system in a recruiting companies, whatever they have bought, works, or the company is using, but they work around the same way. Different systems has a weight on a different fields. So it's not a something that we try to score 100 out of 100 here. It's enough that we get past 80 and we make sure that the machine is able to read the CV. Let me again rearrange the screen a bit because now I need to edit, so I'll take in front the CV and I don't need to watch there on the side. So let's do a couple of changes. Okay, this one is a common one. I don't know exactly how and why it gives so low scores about design, and it suggests this that always that we change the template. I would need to try a CV that which wouldn't suggest it. It would be fun to see. But basically, here we have a couple of templates. Some of them are premium, some of them are free. But let's pick a one and edit the CV based on that template. So we picked a one, and straight away design gives more points for us. Skill section is still causing a bit trouble, but we will fix that one. Structure, profile selection is okay. We can make it a bit longer, targeted for the job. I found in Oulu a job we open application we can actually fill, or this paperwork can be used there. Then it says start dates, end dates missing, strength, hobbies, good to add, work experience, that's good one. We will fill that point. And then education section is missing. Good information to add there, even if it wouldn't be for that exact job we are planning to apply, but it tells that we have education behind us, and our education tells a lot what kind of people we are, what kind of skills we have. Content, we have a word count 189. That one we are going to raise a bit. We want to get here on a green area. And paragraph section, we are already on a good area. Let's see, do we need changes there? Characters per paragraph, we are lower end, but on the screen, so no worries. Experience, we have 3, 4 to 7, it says that would be a good amount here. Let's add there some information. And then it's not all about things you can measure with the ATS metrics that gives points for you. Because if you pass the system, it will go to a person who will read it, and that's why we have here non-ATS metrics. A bit analyzes what kind of words we used, our results. We are here, phrases, organized, worked, operated, maintained, managed, really good words to have in a CV. And a couple of repetitive verbs like work appears 3 times, clean to include 2 times. I don't feel that's still too much repetition. I think it's fine. But let's see. Let's see what kind of changes we can do. And we'll go back here. And let's have a quick run through IE that what kind of feedback it gives us that we can use that information. Let's see, is this one fast also, or will it take a bit time? Okay, here it's coming. I hardly managed to get a coffee while waiting. Let's scroll down and see. What are our strong points? Clearly listed contract information, specific job roles we found there, references are provided. Yeah, that's a really good point. Weak points. Lacks a clear career objective or summary. That's something we should work on. just try to tune it up a bit. Professional qualifications and certifications not listed. Let's add there a couple of ones. And then soft skills are missing here. And based on talk, what recruiters are going through the forums and what kind of articles, for example, Forbes has, is that soft skills has a lot of weight. They tells about the person, and also ATS systems pays attention what kind of soft skills you are listing. And those skills you can actually pick from the industry you are applying, and then it will stand out there nicely. Feedback, it provides a good foundation by detailing the work experience and language skills, and it's missing the professional journey and aspirations. And this is also important because when the companies are going through CVs and your applications, they are going to check that, hey, how this person has grown to this job and what are they aiming in the future. I took a freedom and I prepared a small paragraph to fulfill this uh, notice. I didn't run the ATS checking before the live stream, but I guess that this is something we might need to add here. And then improvement ideas, add a career objective or a summary. That one, I took a freedom. I have prepared a bit. Hopefully it's saved. Include additional qualifications, certifications. That one we will definitely do. And change the work experience by sections. That's not something I think I can do alone here, but we can add it together afterwards outside of the live stream. Incorporate the section of soft skills, personal attributes, definitely something we are going to do. And we do it a bit differently. We are not going to guess or randomly list different kind of skills. We will use industrial standards, and hopefully we earn extra points in that category. And then after we have updated the CV, let's try the new feature here in a KickResume I haven't tried before. Then we will see what will actually happen. Yeah, the best day ever. I had many coffees. But yeah, let's go and edit our CV a bit. Try to get the more points and provide a bit more information. And let's go in order what we have here, and then try to see that did we improve the score, and then we run it against the application online and see what happens. That's also something I don't know. Of course, the details, I removed them. We have a test person today, and here's the first version of personal profile. And now I have to say that I closed one screen, and I'll open it very quickly. I knew that something happened. I should not have closed the tabs, but I should be able to find it here. Here it is. I'm just browsing to the right point here. My screen is getting a bit small, but I'll try to manage. So I created a bit longer personal profile description, which tries to keep the same meaning. But we want to add a bit word count because this is the place where you can drop terms which will fit for the industry you're applying. And I double checked it, that the term should be fine. And here it is, just a bit longer. And this was also based on the work experience. And I tried to add a lot of different things. What we have here, that efficient and dependable kitchen support professional, because the original CV I read didn't provide the picture that we would have a hardcore professional for the kitchen environment or restaurant environment. But what we could pick, that it's a really good help and willing to learn. So we added here in the beginning, then we mentioned the hygiene standards, efficiency, and this fast-paced restaurant environment. I was a bit worried that what about this term? But I checked it through a couple of places and it should work. In English CVs, it shouldn't be so-called filler word. But I can say that the translation, if you translate it straight to Finnish, because if you apply for a Finnish jobs, it has not that good meaning. It feels a bit artificial. But I trust the other people's judgment that fast-paced would be a good word here. And then, because we want to widen our opportunities, like if we apply for a basic work, why not to tell them that we are eager to train to be professionals in different fields we want to develop, and we would be a good addition for the staff, especially the idea if somebody calls in sick and they need to find a replacement person very quickly, and then they would have an option that, hey, here's a guy who wants to slowly learn, and we can train that person and can take more responsibilities and things like that. So that's the one thing I edited and added here. And then let's see, we have a professional qualifications. Let's try to move it. Move it away from this category, just a bit lower on the CV. You can have next as a work experience, or you can have education. Now we are missing a bit work experience because we have a Finnish work experience here, but let's work with this. And then the real CV, which can be used for applying different jobs. There you can have more options listed, because today we are just editing. We try to format it the way that it brings results. So today this is not the final version. So we go to the work experience. Let's see here. We have a easy, we have a dishwasher. Let me check. Can I change the term? Because that's a job, but we want to apply for different kind of works. Let's see, can I figure out something very quickly? If not, we will leave it there. By the way, I have also had a work as a dishwasher, one of my first jobs. Okay, here I have options. Yeah, how we want to put it. Let's have a term which means more like a support role in a kitchen. And here's a one. I'll check that is there more. Yeah, maybe this one. This is a highly used term. and we go here. There we have utility worker. I think that's the word we can use. And then let's see the job description. Experienced working fast-paced environment. It's mentioned twice. Okay, let's leave it there. Including location serving over 500 students daily. Tells about the volume, work, daycare centers, päiväkoti. That's the good. We mentioned a different environment. Operated, maintained various type of dishwashers. Both sides, clean dishwashers. Yeah, you need to clean them. Sanitation. This is task-based. But let's leave it this way because really good background there. And then we can add more in a private chat in a WhatsApp. But let's leave it that way. And then we have a professional qualifications here. Let's leave it there. We have a hygiene password. Let's edit it a bit. Let's edit it there. And this one goes in the education. Let's see if we delete it and we add a new section. Let's see, we'll add certifications and see where these come from, and then hygiene passport comes here. I think authority we don't need to mention because there's only one one organization who can give it to people. Let's add one more. This one wasn't on the list, but I know that it's just done. It's a occupational safety card. And its valid today is 06. And then we add to 30. That's how long it's valid. And then, of course, you can add your safety card number here. Let's see, where did our certificates come? We'll maybe move it on the list. Where do we put it? Let's go a bit up. Let's put it under languages. That's the place for it. And then we have references. Those we can drop. This is also something you can add instead of CV to cover letter. You can add their references and then write a bit longer description. What is it about? But because it was today on a CV, we will leave it here. Then we go to language section. And here's something weird what KickResume does. And it's not it's not something the machine would understand too well because the scale is missing from that information. And here we have, you can see here, you can see my mouse or cursor. We can see English is fluent, and then there's a bar under it defining the level of the studies. And let's eliminate that confusion. And it looks a bit more stylish. And we pick here, we put the fluent. Still can't write like in the morning. You will clean that one. Finish. I could be wrong, but I think it could be A1. If it's not, please correct me and we will change it. And this is our native language. We will clean that one a bit like this. And now you can see it looks a bit cleaner here. And we can see that languages and again languages mentioned here. So let's edit a bit here and make this one to disappear. Okay, almost worked out. Let's see, how does the CV look? Languages, English fluent, Finnish A1, Sinhala native. Looks good for me. And then under it, we have certificates listed, hygiene passport, and if I understood right, you take that once and it's valid. Valid till end of your life. So at least now you don't need to redo it. At least that was when I took a hygiene passport, 2000, what was it, 4 or 5. And then occupational safety card, really fresh one. So that's also mentioned here. And then we have references listed here. And why not? Let's leave it this way, because no point to edit it. I would maybe move it to a cover letter from taking a space from the CV. And then last one, what we have here, we have a text section that where you can add some free information. Usually the profile is the place to describe yourself, but today we try to do something a bit different, because otherwise every CV would look exactly same. So now I'm going to back to my notes what I created a bit earlier. That one wasn't a good one. And then here we have a one version. We attach it here, but we edit it a bit. Your establishment success, of course. It for me it's a bit cliche, so we killed that one. Main idea here is that we are dedicated team person. We want to take part in the operation, and we are really passionate about kitchen environment and restaurant environment. Maybe I have put too much weight on the kitchen side here. The previous CV was more like a restaurant side, but anyway, the work experience is on the kitchen side in the support area. And what we were missing, okay, education I can't add because I don't have that information, but I can add soft skills based on the work experience and the original CV. And of course, we spent a day together and talked a lot. We just finished a couple of hours ago occupational safety card training, and here we are. And let's go see. There's our text. Let's see how the CV looks. Ideally, CV should be short and to the point. If you can fit everything on a one page, good. I think the two is really the max. And now we are creating a CV for a machine to read and match it with the job. So we don't care about the length today that much. At least that we don't make it oversized. Let's see, skill section, where are you? Here. And let's see, where should we add it? Text we leave last. Actually, reference could be last. Let's change it the way that. And the text, we will figure out a new topic for it because it's actually it fits the last. What I'm missing here. That's how we have it. But let's go to the skill section, and I could actually combine it with language. Let's do that one. Let's kill this section to save a bit space. Go to language category, and now we can edit these. Now we can edit these. And it's really good to have headlines, then uh, however you call, like here is the language category, to make the machine to be able to read it properly. And then let's add a skill category. Here it is. Let's edit this one. These are professional skills. And then one more category, just that we remember, these are soft skills. Still can't write. What is it today? So language is done, and let's find out the professional skills. And I did a bit of work before the stream, so let's see where they are listed. Or are they here? Did I get that far? I did. Here they are. And idea with the skills is to pick skills which will fit to your actual skills, but they are explained in industrial terms. Something what people in that industry will understand, and they use them every day. And that one also shows that you know about the field. So let's see. We can have professional skills. Let's add hygiene standards. Because we are having a kitchen experience, we have a hygiene pass, so we should know about stock rotation, first in, first out. And then we had experience in a cleaning area, so we added the cleaning procedures on the list. Actually, let's put a shorter term there. Let's use sanitation. And then we will eliminate the extras here. We don't put a value for the skill. They're just listed. We can actually fit 4 skills here. Let's have that one. Let's have a food safety. Let's see, will it fit there? Yes, we can use food safety because we have a hygiene passport. We know about it. We are certified professional. So we have a nice list of professional skills. We have a 4, you can have 8. It depends how long is the another part of the CV. And let's go to the soft skills. And let's go back to the notes. What have we worked with? Teamwork, that's high in demand. Communication skills, that one I can prove that it worked today really well. And fast-paced environment was mentioned, so we add there time management. Efficiency was also mentioned, and now we have 4 listed. And we can add more there. But today we try to keep it simple and try to do this process in a limited time. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Language is listed, English fluent, Finnish A1, Sinhala native. Professional skills based on the work experience, they are listed for team collaboration in the soft skills. Yeah, and all in the industrial standards. So machines should be able to read them. And then we have a text added here, a couple of references. And now I'm thinking, should reference be the last part of it? Let's see how it looks if I move it. If I move it this way, where did it go? Here. It's not so easy to. Okay. Now it actually works well out because all the main part is on the first page, and then rest we have with references on the second page, that when the recruiter will pick the paper, will straight away notice all the important information and then references on the second page. That works out. But I'm wondering what kind of name I could use in a resume. Let's try to gather some ideas. Let's see. Let's see what. Let's summarize it. Let's use summary. Because here we want to deliver a message, what kind of person we are, why to hire us, and that one works out. Okay. I think we have edited it to some point. Let's see how it does in a resume analysis. How does it go this time? Hey, look at this. We are over 90 at this point. Design 100. Of course, it has to be 100 because they provided a template. It would be weird if they would give less for their own templates. Structure, 82 out of 100. We are missing strength, hobbies, education section. That's something I can't fill by myself, and I don't have enough information to fill that one. But why not to add them? But no need to be worried. We already have a good score in this level. And content is a bit better. Word count up to 250 words now. We should aim for 330. But thing is, if we add education there, it will automatically go to be enough. So that's not the problem. Paragraph sections 3, we are just on the money. Same applies, characters per paragraph, 78, nicely in the middle. Experience description, we have 3. Let's see what happens when I press details. Yeah, here it says that when in doubt, use the job listing guide. And yeah, we don't need to pay attention to that one at this point. Phrases found, still could have a couple of more, but I think this is good at this point. And let's see, did we improve it? At least from the AI's point. Oh yeah, I noticed we have edited it. So let's refresh and see what happens. Still thinking, slowly adding. Here it is. And let's see. Strong points around the same. Weak points same, because this is something we were not able to add, at least yet. It can be done in the second part. Lacks of quantifiable achievements, specific accomplishments, generic and vogue in some descriptions like eager to cross-train. That's something we could actually change. But let's leave it at this point, because you can spend countless amount of the hours to edit and fine-tune. That's not something we have to do. There's so much more things to do, and it all works together really well. Limited information impact on individual work within teams or projects. Missing dates for work experience. Yeah, that's something which I can't add, but we can add them later. And improvement ideas, that one we knew, but I don't think that we need to mention that we raised dishwashing efficiency by 20%. This is something what I feel that is not needed. And I can say that if I would read that kind of CV, I would wonder a bit that what the heck is happening here. And yeah, so I can say that we have done pretty good work. And then we can see that what kind of another features. Where did I see it? Let's go and find the CV here. And now we go into deep water or something which I haven't tried before. It's a resume tailoring in a beta version, something new they have added. It's so nice that they add different uh, features, and now we need to tailor the resume into job. And this is actually something what uh, JobScan does. That's something we used previously. So let's see how this one works. Let's see. How can I change the stream? I have a one tab open. Let me change the different tab. If I know how to change it while streaming. Let's see, they have changed everything. Share something else. That works for us. So let's go to Google. And here was a tip we went through today. And if we are new in the city, we don't know yet where to apply. We are looking for online jobs, whatever is available, those job listings. Why not to go to Google and pick a field or place you want to apply? And then magic word, avoin hakemus, open application. And then last, pick a city. And this is our results. Of course, it gave us Duunitori. We have Ravintola Puistola, the real company. Again, Duunitori. Noho Partners. Also a good place to apply. Friends and Burgers and things like that. Friends and Burgers actually says here, let's see, can we translate this one into English? Many places will say that no need for a previous work experience. They will actually train people. Very good way to learn and go to the field if you want. Because restaurant field has a lot of opportunities. Yeah, here it is. No previous experience in the restaurant industry. No need to worry. And I like restaurant environment. That's something I did when I was, from 17 to 22. I worked in a couple of restaurants, also in a hospital kitchen as a dishwasher. And then I went to work on the restaurant doors. I was the doorman for a while. Really fun times. But we picked today Ravintola Puistola as our target. This one was the first one I found earlier when I prepped the stream a bit. And here you can see straight away in very big capital letters, come to work for us. And always check the both languages. You can see that here we have the page in Finnish and English. But what happens when we press English? We have a different page. No mention about job applications. So let's go back to the Finnish side and translate it in English to make our life a bit easier. And here we have. Okay, I lost the page here. Can't click the links. Have to stay on the site link from the Google, and there we will have that open application. Sometimes Google, actually not sometimes, I think always Google finds open applications better than, for example, I would do if I would go through pages. So, restaurant in Oulu, come to work for us. And here we have job openings. For example, here's a chef position filled, already filled, so something we don't want to apply, and it actually doesn't fit to our background. Here's a summer worker, 2026 chef. Oh, they are already ahead of a time. It's a 2025 now. Is it? Yes, it is. So let's pick, I think they made a mistake. So we have a cafeteria worker here. Love service, good at sales. Why not? Let's use this information. Just give me a second. I'm copying information here. What was the restaurant names? It was Puistola. Oh, sorry for scrolling so fast. Let's see, what is the official name? Because sometimes these online programs will check the background of the company and what kind of fields it is, but yeah, not in this case. And then we will copy the job description. And then now it's a really interesting time to see what kind of results we get, because I haven't tried this. I didn't have a time to try what happens here. Let's see. Tailor now. Will it scroll the whole CV or will it create us something interesting? Let's see. This is new to me also. So fun to see what's happening. Okay, it's done. Let's see what happens. How did it change? How did it change? Did anything change? We have, okay, AI wrote it. That's what happened. But it kept the original idea. For example, profile, we can see efficient and dependable kitchen support professional with strong commitment to maintaining hygiene standards and operational efficiency in a restaurant environment. Eager to learn new things and attention to the details, workspace organization, looking leverage the customer service skills as a cafeteria worker at Puistola Cafe and changing customer experience by suggesting personalized products, recommendations, and ensuring satisfaction with the specialty coffee preparations. And AI actually picked those from the job application. Let's see what we had there. No, you will see the CV, but I'm reading it here, and I'll try to find out those things. This is a fascinating. Yeah, it says we are looking for a cafe employee who loves customer service, is good at sales, as a cafe customer service representative. That customer service was mentioned there. Nicely picked. Skill you need to have, hand out the orders, products, and also be able to suggest and recommend something they like or they may not have noticed asking for themselves. Upselling. Yeah, now we are talking. And sales work at its best. No products of our own bakery and things like that. And then special coffees mentioned, lattes, cappuccinos, and things like that. And now I'll check another one here. Let's see what happens. Okay, that just opens an email. But yeah, this is a one version, and I'm wondering, can we go back a bit, because we are not maybe applying for a cafe worker with the experience we have, but it was really nice to see that with AI we can easily tailor the CV to fit for the workplace. It saves a lot of time. I have usually done that by hand, And now I'm checking time. I'm just wondering that is Amila and Rasanjula, are you here with me? Or am I talking by myself and you got enough? We can spend an hour. Time goes really fast. And now we have seen how the KickResume works. And I will actually edit a couple of CVs tomorrow. I have a training for myself from 8 to 12. But after lunch, I'll take a couple of more CVs and edit. And I will return these CVs to original state with the proper information, and you can use it to apply for works. And we can be quite sure that it will pass the ATS checking. And what we can do tomorrow, we can take this CV created here and see how does it perform, for example, in a job scan. Because last time I edited the CV with job scan, tailored it for the work. The guy got in a couple of weeks a job in that company. So these systems works, and they are so fun to use. I have a weird hobbies. I like flying. I like editing CVs. Yeah, I have to be crazy. But hey, oh, I can see you are here still with me. But hey, let's finish the day here. I will return the CVs with all the information. I will provide a copy for you. And now we use the premium template. What I did a couple of days ago, I installed a Docker image on a computer. Idea is to create editable PDF versions, editable versions from PDF CVs. And I'll share those links. You can actually download ATS compatible base for your CV. Many people use Canva. They make really nice looking CVs, or Europass. But thing is, machines has hard times to read those. It needs to be a bit more clear and categorized, not just visually appealing. But hey, let's finish the day for this time, and tomorrow I would guess maybe what I'm guessing now. Let's see, between 2 and 3 we have a live feed, and if you can't catch the live feed, it will come as a recorded version, so you can go back to it and see what did we do and what kind of comparison. But what is happening tomorrow, we edit a couple of more CVs and then we tailor them for a couple of jobs, and then we compare it with job scan. And then for Friday I have thought that we should go through how to gather company information for our applications. So something fun. Hey, I have to say thank you again, and I'll also close the live stream. I'll cut the video, I'll write a bit in the chat, and then I'll go to spend the evening with the family. Thank you again, and see you tomorrow.